He's a stand-up comedian. He is a poet. He is a junior jock for Monster. He's kind of a virgin. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Joseph Mac Daddy Montecillo.
Archipelago, do me a favor. Make some fucking noise! Oh my god. I am Joseph Montecillo, and I am a BA Creative Writing student. You're just being nice. That means I've had the conversation, the one with my family, the one that goes, guys, I got into UPD. Thank you. I hope you're proud. I'm gonna be a BA Creative Writing student. And then they're just like, what are you gonna feed your kids? Sonnets? That's not fair. That's not fair, guys. No one in any other course or job in the world has ever heard that sentence. No one's ever said, airport security. Airport security? What are you gonna feed your kids? Bullets? So when I'm older, I'm gonna raise my kids right. My son's gonna come up to me, Dad, I hope you're proud. I got into UP and I'm gonna take a pre-law course. What are you gonna feed your kids? Lies? You can love me or you can hate me, but I'm the one holding the mic. That's right. Of course, being a creative writing student, you know, you have to be creative with how you get around, you know, because you don't have a lot of money. So what I do is I'm a commuter. I have a girlfriend now, actually, and it's me. Yes. I can't believe it either. I don't know how I did it. It's hard to impress her, because to impress a girl, you gotta be a driver. You gotta pull up to her house. Hey baby, get in. Hard to be impressive when you're hanging from the back of a jeep. Tate, let's go! Creative writing, creative writing. But yeah, clap your hands if you've ever been on a jeepney in your life. That's nice. That's because the jeepney is the national form of transportation in the Philippines. And for good reason. Riding a jeepney is exactly like living in the Philippines. It's hot, it's sweaty, you put your money in someone else's hand and hope it gets to the right place. Like if a senator rode a jeepney, bayad ho, salamat. I'm not saying anything about you guys. Doesn't have to be you guys. It could be a different senator, this senator, I don't know. Interpret as you will. But if you have a little more money, then you can take a taxi. But taxis are difficult. Taxis are difficult because the drivers always use that weapon against you. That one weapon. It's called the face. If you've ever tried to get a cab in Metro Manila, you've seen the face. It's when you call them down, you tell them where you want to go, and they do this. Like they're hurting. It's the perfect mix of laziness, disgust, and constipation, all rolled into one face. And it always comes attached with an excuse. It's always like, Kuya, traffic po kasi. Kuya, layo po kasi. One time, this guy gave me a very creative excuse. It was midnight in Robinson's Galleria. Midnight. That meant there's no traffic. I call this guy down and I say, Kuya, Capitolio. Capitolio was 5 minutes away. He says to me, Kakagaling ko lang po dun eh. If any other person in any other job in the world said that to you, can you imagine if this guy was a doctor? He'd be sitting there, his patient walks in, "Doc, you have to help me. I have cancer, and if you don't give me chemotherapy, I'm gonna die." Huli yung pasyente ko, may cancer din eh. Thank you! So, if you're not riding the cab, then like I said, you're riding the jeepney. And before I go, I'm gonna give you guys a little tip about the jeepney, alright? If you ever want to get a seat on a jeepney, it's always crowded, but the driver believes there's more space. He always does. Here's how you get your seat on a jeepney. As soon as you get in, you have to turn into Miley Cyrus. You have to. Let me demonstrate. You get on board, you scout out the area where you want to sit. Miley Cyrus, step number 1. Boom, in your ass right at the location. Aim. If that doesn't work, Miley Cyrus, step 2. Tongue. If that doesn't work, step 3. Twerking. Disclaimer, it doesn't work on taxis.